Hey guys, so this is the second strength workout that you can do in your living room without any equipment. So between the other strength workout I gave you and this one, that's a pretty solid 2-day per week program that you could do for the coming weeks while we're in quarantine. If you want to make it harder, you can grab a weight. If you don't have a weight, like a dumbbell, you can put some stuff in a book bag, use a book bag. You can grab, the ice melt or something from your garage, bag of flour, you can get creative with it. So I'll leave that up to you, but for today, I'm gonna run through all these exercises, show you what we're doing first, and then later, after I've demoed everything, I'll do a follow along workout. So I'll do every exercise with you for each interval. And then when you get to the end of the 8 exercises, just take a minute or 2 of rest, start the video over, and do the workout 3 or 4 times through, 5 if you're feeling extra spicy today. So, okay, first exercise, single leg deadlift. So remember for our single leg deadlift, it's a hip hinge. The hips go back like you're trying to close a car door with your butt. See how my knees aren't really going forward at all, right? Because it's not a squat. So we're doing that, but on one leg. Okay, feel a nice stretch back here. Looks something like that. Pushing that hip back. Now, if you're going to use a weight, a dumbbell, we're going to hold the dumbbell on the opposite side of the leg that's working. So my right leg is on the floor, so my left arm is holding the dumbbell. Okay, so that's up to you. After that, incline tricep push-ups. So I'm going to do these against my couch. That's a good incline for me, but it's up to you. You can try them on the floor. It's quite difficult though, and we don't want to see any hips sagging there. Also, the edge of a couch, like the arm of a couch, would probably be a good height for many of you. So my hands are about shoulder width apart, okay? Big core brace, because I'm not here, right? Big core brace, squeeze the butt. Elbows go straight back. Tap the chest to the couch. Back up, okay? After that, bodyweight quad extensions. So we're in a kneeling position. Brace the core, squeeze the butt as hard as you can, and then we lean back as far as we can without losing the core. Back up, that's 1. Okay, after that, single leg feet elevated glute bridges. So 1 foot is up on the couch. You can have your elbows on the ground, or if you want to make it harder, you can punch the sky. Up, crack the walnut, squeeze that glute that's working as hard as you can at the top. Okay, looks like that. Crack the walnut. After that, leg raises. Just a core exercise. So we're here on our back. We're pushing the low back into the ground. If I were to come slide my hand underneath your back, I shouldn't be able to get through. Okay, you can do alternating ones, which is 1 at a time, not allowing that low back to lift off the ground at any cost. Or a harder variation, both legs. Not allowing this low back to lift up at all. Okay. After that, knee elevated side plank. So these are challenging and fun little variation. So we're going to bend both knees. We're going to put one knee up on the couch or a chair or an ottoman, whatever you got. We're going to get the elbow lined up directly underneath the shoulder, and then we're going to raise the hips off the ground, push that knee down to the couch, and we're just holding. Staying in nice alignment here. Okay, so we'll do each side of that. Pike push-ups. So for pike push-up, we're in a downward dog position. The closer your hands and feet are together, the harder it is. The further apart your hands and feet are, the easier it is. So I would start with a nice easy downward dog here. And then we're trying to tap the forehead in between the hands. Now you might not hit the ground. If you're here, that's fantastic. These are quite challenging. If this feels too easy, walk your hands in. Same thing. Getting a little close to a handstand push-up there. It's a good way to hit your shoulders heavy without equipment. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna do some jumping. If jumping doesn't work for you, you can do anything else. You can do front kicks, mountain climbers, skaters, fake skipping. You could do step jacks or jumping jacks. You could do, if you have a dumbbell, you could do speed squats. You could do kettlebell swings or dumbbell swings. You can do whatever. Get the heart rate up a little bit. So for our jumps, we're gonna jump from 2 feet and land on 1 foot. Okay, so start on 2 feet, big jump, land on 1 foot. Okay, big jump, land on 1 foot. Notice how I'm decelerating down into that landing. Okay, so I'm not just landing like that with a straight leg. We want to decelerate slowly down into the joints, using our muscles to stop the movement. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna start the clock. We're starting with single leg deadlift. If you want to use a dumbbell, pause the video now, go grab one. You can use it for single leg deadlifts, single leg feet elevated glute bridges, and that's it. Unless you're gonna use it for the last exercise there if you're not gonna do the jumps. All right, so I'm gonna start the clock, single leg deadlifts first, 35 seconds per side. Get into position for single leg deadlifts. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Closing the car door with the bum. You can put your foot back on the floor in between each rep. If you need, a harder variation is to pull the knee up in between every rep and try to balance on 1 foot. Quite a challenge. Push that hip back. The knee does not go very far forward at all. Keep holding on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to switch to the other side. Check in with your hip hinge. Hips back. Close the car door with your butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Single leg deadlift, other side. Here we go. 35 seconds. If you want, you can extend your arms when you're at the bottom of the movement. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, incline tricep push-ups. So remember, you can use the edge of your couch, you can use the couch, you can use the floor. Remember, the floor is quite challenging. You can go from your knees on the floor if you need to. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, 20 seconds. Elbows go straight back, keeping a big core brace the whole time. Don't lose the hips, right? Keep those hips in place. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In a kneeling position, quad extensions. Brace the core, squeeze the butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're leaning back as far as we can without losing the core. If you want to punch out, you can do that. And if you're finding this hurts your knees, pause the video, go grab your yoga mat, fold it up a couple of times. No arching or slouching. Keep on going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Single leg, foot elevated glute bridge. We're a 90-degree angle at the knee, 90-degree angle at the hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, 30 seconds per side. Big glute contraction at the top. Right now my right foot is on the couch, so I'm working my right glute. So at every rep at the top, I'm squeezing that right glute as hard as I can. Feels a little unnatural, you kind of have to fight for it. 6 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds to rest. If your glute's not burning from that, you need to be contracting harder at the top. Remember, I can't do it for you. All right, other side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now I'm working my left side because my left foot is on the couch. At the top, squeezing that glute as hard as I can. It's a little harder, a little less stable if you punch the air. Big contraction. Crack the walnut between your cheeks at the top. 7 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, after that we have leg raises. So we're on our backs, legs are at 90 degrees. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, you can either alternate one at a time, or you can go both. Both is harder. Make sure that low back stays pushing into the ground. Way to go, we're halfway, 15 more seconds. Check in with your low back. Is it lifting off the ground? If it is, you gotta push harder down, or don't go as low at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds of rest. Side plank with the knee elevated. Okay, so both knees are bent. One knee is up on the couch. Elbow is under the shoulder here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise the hips. Push those hips toward the ceiling as high as you can. These would be more stable on a chair. You put your yoga mat on top of a chair. And then you could put your lower leg straight through the legs of the chair. It's up to you though. This gets the job done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. We've got 10 seconds of rest. I'm going to go over here. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Elbow is under the shoulder. I'm pushing the hips up toward the ceiling. Halfway. Keep holding on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Pike push-ups next. So we're going to get into a downward dog position. Remember, the closer your hands are to your feet, the harder it's going to be. I've got my downward dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And tap the forehead right between the hands. Okay, we're not going too far in front of the hands. We're not going too far behind. We want to try to go right in between where the hands are. If you can't touch the floor, that is totally normal and makes sense. These are quite challenging. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, lastly, we have our single leg jumps. So we're starting on 2 feet. So we're jumping from 2 feet, landing on 1. If jumping doesn't work for you, please do not do these. You can do mountain climbers, you can do speed squats, you can do front kicks, you can do step jacks or jumping jacks. If you need to pause the video to think about what cardio move you want to do, please do. If you're doing the jumps, we're going for power, so we're jumping as hard and as high as we can, landing with deceleration. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting on 2 feet, arms back, big jump, land on 1 foot. Big jump, land on 1 foot. Only doing one leg at a time. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 10 seconds of rest, then we're gonna switch to the other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting on 2 feet, arms back, big jump, land. Decelerating into that 1 foot. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So that's the whole workout. So at this point, take a minute or two of rest, feel your heart rate, wait for it to come down quite a bit. Have your water. When you feel like your heart rate's come down, do the video again. Repeat it at least, or complete the video at least 3 times, maybe 4 or 5 if you're feeling it. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.